Okay guys, I'm here today with Scott G, huge honor for me. Guys, Scott is one of the best sports therapists and strength and conditioning and mobility instructors in the world. He works with the judo nationals team here in Massachusetts, here in US, with Travis Stevens, Jimmy Pedro, and all the other athletes. And today he's gonna show us here how to stay healthy on the mat over 50 years old. So if you're an old guy doing practicing jiu-jitsu or judo or wrestling or whatever it is, Scott's gonna give you a bunch of tips about how to stay healthy on the mat and make your longevity even longer in jiu-jitsu. So
absolutely. So yeah, as far as training when you get older, right? The biggest thing is doing things every day.
Got it.
Like when you're younger, working out 3 times
like
a
an old
week.
car, right? If you're
Like
like an
an
old
old
car,
car.
right? Yeah.
You gotta get it up to temp every day.
Yep.
Otherwise, you lose it quickly.
I got it.
And the morning is the biggest leverage point. So a lot of it's like, well, what do you do as soon as you wake up?
Okay.
Creating habits for yourself throughout the day.
Okay.
Where, breathing exercises, mobility exercises, stretching, basic strength and conditioning stuff, not going too far, so that you can train. And then specific jiu-jitsu, like judo, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, like pre-flight checks before you get on the mat.
Good.
So knowing that your elbow can handle, getting a 20-year-old guy off of you.
Good.
So the big thing is accountability, dependability, and building yourself a framework that has all the things you need.
Okay. And how often, like once a day or twice a day? Because you mentioned every day. So every day is 7 days a week or is 5 days a week?
7 days a week.
7 days a week?
Well, we always say, like, if I tell you to do it 3 times, I'm going to get 1 time a day. If I tell you to do it 5 times a day, I'm going to get 2.
Okay. So 7 days a week, if the person ends up doing 5, is it still okay?
I say 2 times a day, 7 days a week. And then I know I'm probably going to get 1 time a day, 5 days a week.
Okay.
But that's way better than...
And
if you do it, then
what exactly should be the type of exercise? More like a yoga-oriented or more like mobility-oriented? And for how long?
Somewhere in the middle. So we call it filling empty buckets. So you don't need too much of the mobility stuff, honestly, because you're doing jiu-jitsu.
I got it.
So jiu-jitsu is going to get
it's
you
already
a fair
some
amount
sort of mobility.
A lot of what we're going to do is isometric stuff, breathing, sitting in positions for a long time. So like yoga, but not as flowy.
Got it.
You pick one position and work on it, and even if it's just a squat and just hang out there for a while, so that we can get those joints used to being at end range.
I got it. And for example, I'm just picturing the scenario here. So someone does jiu-jitsu 3 times per week. So on those days, do they have to work on mobility? And if yes, or this type of exercise that I mentioned, if you ask for how long, before the training, after the training, how it should be like?
So yes is the answer to all of it.
Okay.
Before training, after training. There are different things.
And how long? Like 5 minutes, 10 minutes?
I'd say about 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
So the more you can do it, the better. That's the basis of all the stuff that I teach. At no point am I going to teach you something that if you do it too many times, you're going to get hurt doing it.
Okay.
That's the biggest thing, because I don't know, the level at which my client wants to take it. Okay. But they should be able to scale it endlessly. So the more they do it, the better they should get. Okay. Before training, it's going to help you, and after training, it's going to help you. But the biggest is first thing in the morning.
First thing in the morning. Okay.
When you sleep, your body deals with a lot of inflammation. It lays down a bunch of new tissue. You have to break that up in the morning. First thing you do, and that's the biggest fight against age.
Okay. So if they train jiu-jitsu, maybe as soon as you wake up, you do this mobility type of training, and then you do the jiu-jitsu later, and then that's fine.
Yes.
I got it. No, that's interesting. And and I think like as old as you get, more important it becomes, right?
Yeah. And we say if you don't use it, you lose it.
Okay.
So end range joints, going to the end of the range in the knee, in the knees specifically, and the elbows go first, and the spine. And then the hips and the shoulders go. And so you have to run those like a car. Yeah, same idea.
No, and the great news is that you can do that at home, right? All you need, like one yoga mats, might do the trick, right?
Yeah, go out in the backyard.
Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great. Yeah, so guys, Scott shot an entire instruction all about like mobility, injury prevention, and everything related to old people, so people over 50, over 40. So it's going to be at bjjfanatics.com. Maybe by the time you're watching, it's already there. So make sure to check that out. And thanks so much, Scott. Thank you. Please help me out to grow my YouTube channel. Just click subscribe. And to watch more videos, just click under see more videos. I hope you enjoyed.
BJJFanatics.com. Use the promo code YouTubeFaria to get 10% off any instructional video. Improve your jiu-jitsu faster.